Welcome back, I'm AI Theory Guy. Today we're tackling one of the biggest time sinks in education, marking and feedback. Now, most AI hacks give you generic, fluffy feedback that doesn't actually help a student improve. Today, I'm introducing the structured feedback loop. I'll show you how to build a Gemini Gem that acts as an expert examiner, providing precise, rubric-aligned feedback in seconds. As teachers, we've all been there. You have a pile of essays or lab reports to mark and a high-stakes rubric to follow. To give every student a truly personalised, helpful next step while staying consistent with the mark scheme takes hours. Often, by the time we get to the, 15th paper, our feedback starts to lose its edge. We need a way to maintain total consistency and high quality detail for every single student without losing our entire weekend to a pile of marking. So here I am at the Gemini Gem, the structured feedback loop. And I need to provide this gem with two pieces of information. First of all, the rubric that I'm working to. So I'm just going to put, here's the rubric. And what I could do, I could click on the plus and I could upload it, or if it's in my drive, I could get it from there. But what I'm going to do, I am just going to drag it in. I've got it on my computer. There we go. And I'm going to press submit. And the gem will have a moment for a second. And it said it's received the rubric and it knows it's looking at this topic of Mendelssohn's Italian Symphony. And now it says, please paste the student work. Now I could just copy and paste it in, or I could upload a PDF or whatever format I've got. I could add it here. I am just going to paste it in here and I'm going to press submit. And what it's doing now, it's checking the student's work alongside the rubric, and already it's starting to come up with some feedback. Here we go, it's talking about structural awareness, harmonic analysis. If I just scroll to the right, you can see it's got analysis. It's looking at the rubric and saying, in fact, it's given level 2 for each of those different areas of the rubric that I've provided it to. And it's saying next steps. It's giving some to reach advanced, identify the specific bridge passage between the first and second subjects. This is nice feedback that it's giving. So look here, to reach advanced, incorporate more sophisticated terms like homophonic, pizzicato, and that's talking about subject vocabulary. And then it's giving a summary here. Alex, the student, is working consistently at level 2, proficient. And in the rubric itself, there was level 1, 2, and 3. And it's really trying to give some data or some information so that student can improve to that level 3 advanced. This is nice feedback. And that's it. All I did was copy and paste in the student's work, provided the gem with the rubric, and it's given me this nice table of information that I could either share, should I choose, or adapt further and give it to the student. If you're new to my videos and haven't previously seen a gem in action, think of it as a custom-built AI colleague that lives in your sidebar. You give it a role, a set of permanent rules called the prompt, and a specific output format. You build it once and it performs that specific task perfectly every time you call on it. Best of all, they are fully configurable, that can be shared with colleagues, and the content can be exported directly to Docs or to Gmail. Now this gem, the structured feedback loop, we've created a universal feedback engine that kicks into operation once the teacher has given it a rubric and student work. The gem quickly provides a structured feedback table for you to utilize. Just one word of warning, and this is true for all AI. Always check the output. Never just copy and paste. By all means, use the gem to do the heavy lifting, then use your professional expertise to check, refine, and polish the content until it's exactly right for you and your students. Let's have a look at how I've put this gem together. Now, once you have accessed this gem, and you can access it via the video description in this video, you need to go to your gem manager. And the way we do that, I'm here at Gemini, where it says Gems, I click on that, and we're at Gem Manager. Now, because I've shared it with you, it'll be under Shared with Me, but for me, it's under My Gems, just here. If you want to make your own copy so you can have a little play with it, that's fine. You click on the 3 little dots and make a copy. But for me, I'm going to click on edit, and then we can have a look at how this is all put together. Now, as ever, the important place is this bit here where it says instructions. And let's just quickly go through. We've got the role, context, initial action, constraints, output format, and we'll go through these in just a moment. But what I do want to point out here is that with any gem that you put together, the theory is really important, or the framework. Instead of building a gem here that only knows one subject, I have built a universal feedback engine. So I haven't given it specific rubric yet. Instead, I've given it logical protocol. And if we look here under initial action, it says if the user hasn't provided a rubric, it says make sure you paste that rubric in. Basically, I'm telling the gem, wait for the teacher to provide the criteria. Once they do, lock onto it as the source of truth, then map the student's work against it. And this works really well, this combination of role, context, and initial action. It makes the gem incredibly versatile. You can drop in a year 5 phonics rubric 1 minute and a master's degree mark scheme the next. The gem does not care what the subject is. It only cares about the logic of the loop. Now, I just want to look at constraints. I mentioned at the beginning that AI can be a little bit fluffy, and that winds me up. I don't want it giving generic praise like, great job, well done. I want it to be specific about why something is good based on the rubric. So I've set up this no fluff constraint. I've also given it a tone, professional, encouraging but rigorous. And human in the loop, I think that's so important. Remind the user to review and adjust the feedback. And in terms of the output, I've asked it to create what's called a markdown table. It's just a sort of technical, computer-like way of saying I want a very clear structured table. And I've told it exactly what I want in that table itself. So this is the under the bonnet key information that I've imported or typed into the gem itself. And as I say, if you make a copy of this, have a little play around with it, adapt it to whatever fits your needs. As is always the case with AI theory, we keep the human in the loop. The gem does that heavy lifting that I mentioned earlier, the scanning, the mapping, the drafting, but you are the expert who signs it off. This ensures the feedback remains authentic to your voice while saving you loads of time on the manual labor. The structured feedback loop turns marking from a marathon into a sprint. You can find the link to this specific feedback gem on my website below. And if you found this gem useful, please hit subscribe and join the community. Thanks for watching. I'm AI Theory Guy, and I'll see you in the next one.